The All-Stars versus the No-Stars. Who will prevail?
John? Yep. Good find.
Shot, John.
NBA2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
$18,000 fans and a chorus here in Brooklyn. Well, folks, here we go. Game 4 of the NBA playoffs, postseason action right here. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Here we go. Take a look at the Nets. This is a must-win for them, down 2-1 with their hometown fans cheering them on. See if they can extend the series and force a deciding Game 5.
And you know, in this situation, Kevin, it's really all about survival. And sometimes the desperation that's born out of being in a must-win situation, especially when you're at home, is enough to get you over the hump. So we'll see if it plays out that way here tonight.
Here's the starting group for Kansas City. They've got Brooks, and it's Vernado in at the shooting guard. And it's Kansas City's ball to the inside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, he is looking confident. I love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Lyons on target from 13 feet.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. It really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Here is Brooks, following the bucket by the Nets. And Anderson has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Lyons the pass to Randall. Makes it off the glass.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Vernado. And Anderson has it in the corner. Here's Vernado. Thomas covering. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Mullins passes to Lyons. It's Thomas on the wing. Shoots from 14. Brooks grabs the board.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
2 points. That one goes.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Randolph. Outside for Thomas. Passes it to Lyons. From about 19 feet. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Granado, the pass to Bates. The kick out to Anderson. Drills it from outside. Anderson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. We're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Thomas. Rebounded by Kansas City. To the paint. Here's Schumacher. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here is McGuire. Brooks covering. And there's the pass to Lyons. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pass to Bates. Inside. 6 to shoot. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. surveying the D. Down low. Here's Lyons. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. He's got 6.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Lobs it up there for Brooks. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Kicks it to McGuire. Looking for Mullins. He gets it there. Bates grabs the miss.
That's just the bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss things.
Brooks outside. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Here's Varnado. Second chance effort, and the layup is good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
It's the Nets now, following the score by Kansas City. McGuire kicks to Thomas. 11 feet away. It's deflected. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. Oh, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Awesome display of athleticism captured. AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And it's a completely new group here for Kansas City. Here's Bone. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room,
Outside, Simmons. Goes up to the stripe. It's stolen. Here's Robbins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
and you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Kansas City.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
And so he hits both. Here's Simmons. To the right side. Here's Boyd. And it's good. Assisting on the play with Simmons.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Outside, Randolph. Pass to Claxton. Here's Whitehead. Shoots from 12. Here's Claxton. It's tipped. Outside, Simmons. Here's Vazenkov. He's covered by Randolph. Pass to Lucas. 16 feet away. Outside for Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. Kansas City needs to get off a shot. Vazenkov. Brooklyn with the rebound. There's a minute 47 left here in the first quarter. And the shot goes down.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside, Simmons. It's intercepted. Claxton with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Here's Whitehead. Cans the shot with nobody near him. 1:21 left to play here in the first. Here's Boyd. Pass to Vazenkov. And Kansas City misses again. It's trailed by 7. The pass to Bone. Claxton with it. Nothing on the board. Now Randolph. Clock at 6. Here's Robbins. A three-pointer off the mark. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Boyd the pass to Erickson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bone. To the wing on the left. Whitehead deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. Got a piece of it. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So it's Kansas City in control of the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen, guys, from Kansas City.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
So with Randolph on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Nicholas Claxton. And it's Lions in at the point. Kansas City leading by 7. Lobs it up there for Brooks. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Brooks has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Pass to Bone. Here's Lions. From outside, off the mark. Passes it to Bates. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Claxton. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Bone. Back to Claxton. And that one, good.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Left side, Anderson. Now the pass to Brooks. Lets it go from the wing. And another basket for Kansas City.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Bone. Following the score by Kansas City. Brooks grabs the board. Here's Vernado. Kicks it to Brooks. Bone with the rebound. Nets trail by 11. Here's Mullins. Pass to Bone. Here is McGuire. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. The Nets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in.
For your Knicks, Kevin Thomas.
Claxton the pass to Lyons. Clock at 4. Here's Thomas. Here's McGuire. Poked away. Good. McGuire's got it back down to single digits for Brooklyn.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Vernado. The kick out to Anderson. Here's Vernado. Back to Anderson. From the arc. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Let's hear it for the Brooklyn Nets kids.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Anderson with the block. Here's Schumacher. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Wow. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Anderson outside. Passes to Vernado. Out to the wing. Here's Bates. The kick out to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Thomas passes to Claxton. Here is McGuire. Brooks covering. Here's Lyons. Here's McGuire. It's tipped. Here's Brooks. And that one is stuffed right through.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Lions the pass to Claxton. Pass to Thomas. Mullins in the corner. They grab their own miss. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Anderson's shot is off. And here is Thomas. Still scoreless. Shot from 12. It's deflected. And he gets it back. Lions the pass to Thomas. Drops in the tray. And now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
And so Kansas City now, following the fourth quarter by Brooklyn.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautiful.
The shot's good from McGuire.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The kick out to Anderson. Another three for Kansas City.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Now, here is Smith. Branham, the pass to Randolph. Over Anderson. Randolph can't hit. Kansas City leading by 18. To the middle. Here's Boyd. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. First
For
team.
Kansas City, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
The away team. Boyd. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Whitehead's checked in for the Nets. And Kansas City making a change here. Both good from the line that time. It's the Nets now. It came out on top in their last match on Wednesday.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area that they have completely dominated.
Then McGuire with the dunk.
They're willing to work the ball to his open teammates. Smith Jr., this is what leaders do best.
Simmons against Randolph. There's the pass to Boyd. Here's the teardrop. Snatched away. Here's Whitehead. Floats one. And he gets it to go. Whitehead's got his second bucket of the night.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
And Kansas City decides to take their first time out here.
Here to put on the show, your Brooklyn Nets. Let's go, everyone. I need it to get loud in here for your Brooklyn.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over.
All right, man. Who needs attention? Come on. Let me hear ya. Once again, the Brooklyn Nets kids.
Here's Simmons. Still yet to score. And it's time for an injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Kansas City. Told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. A very unlucky break considering the playoffs are just getting started. Kevin, hopefully he doesn't miss any time.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him.
He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
Robbins, guarded by Simmons. 1:27 left to play here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Robbins. Rebounded by Kansas City.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Vizengo. Fires for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Brooklyn with the ball. Robbins, guarded by Simmons. Shots good by Bone.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Boyd. He's got 5.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. Kicks to Randolph. Here is McGuire. Here's Whitehead. 5 to shoot. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Kansas City leading by 22. Here's Boyd. Pass to Glover. And here's Erickson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Erickson. Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Here's Whitehead. Tries it from the top of the key. And so it's Kansas City in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in this sold-out arena. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Checking out Kansas City with a chance to take a commanding 3-1 lead in the series. They've got their foot firmly on the gas pedal tonight. A sensational first-half performance for them. How about you, Kenny? What did you think? That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to
NBA Playoffs Round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Setting the floor for Kansas City. Brooks is out there with Anderson. And it's Lucas in at the small forward position. Randolph passes to McGuire. Then McGuire with the dunk.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
The kick out to Anderson. Drills the three-pointer. Anderson's got 19 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Passes it to Lyons. 6 to shoot. Now Thomas. Here's McGuire. Got a hand on it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Schumacher. He kicks to Bernardo. Brooks outside. Buries it from three-point range. Brooks has got 15 points.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside Thomas. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That's good from Thomas. He's perfect from the line this time. Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over.
We got some t-shirts for the loudest, craziest, most exciting fans in the building. If you want one, put your hands in the air.
And Kansas City making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Over to the left wing. Inside, Brooks. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Timeout called the Nets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Bounce pass Thomas. Left side Anderson. Pass to Vezenkov. The kick out to Anderson. Clock at 6. Here's Vezenkov. Another 3 for Kansas City.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The pass to McGuire. Here's the 3. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Bernardo from deep. Another 3 for Kansas City.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Bernardo's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Lions the pass to Thomas. Now Randolph. Passes it to McGuire. Outside Thomas. 5 on the clock. And the pass to Lyons. Here's McGuire, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to Bernardo. Here's Vazenkov. No good on the triple.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
One shot. Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Kansas City.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
Kansas City on D. Here's Branham. Still without a basket. Here's Lyons. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. And so Kansas City now. Here's Brooks. Kicks it to Anderson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Next ball. Coming out to the floor for the away team, Boyd.
A difficult situation to be sure for Brooklyn. Here's Branham. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Here's Boyd. A steal. In transition. Here come the Nets. Here's Lyons. Drops in the breakaway layup. 15 points in the game. Kansas City leading by 20. The dish to Anderson. Pass to Boyd. Anderson outside. Jacks up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Anderson's got 6 in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
To the inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
For Kansas City, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line. Missing a couple. And he makes the first. Erickson's checked in for Kansas City. And both free throws good for Brooks. Here's Bone. 5 points in the game. Passes to Claxton. Now here's Randolph. The pass to Bone. 6 on the shot clock. The 17-footer. And it goes down 2 points. Randolph's got 8 points.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
Here's Schumacher. Brooklyn with the rebound. Lyons the pass to Bone. Randolph with the ball. Now Claxton. To Bone. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Brooks grabs the board. Kansas City leading by 23. Bernardo down low. He's covered by Randolph. Stolen away. Driving the lane. Bone passes to Randall.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Pass to Erickson, and that's out of bounds. Kansas City will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
That'll be a 5-second call. And it's Randolph with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Passes it to Claxton. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Kansas City making a change here. Isles checked in. Here's Robbins. The teardrop falls in.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming their way.
Here's the pass to Lucas. Erickson with it. The shot comes out.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Randolph. And then Randolph slams it in.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo! One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Lucas. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. 40 seconds left to play here in the third. And slam dunk by Randolph.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Down low. Here's Wiles. Rejected by Randolph. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Doesn't go that time. Simmons with the defensive effort. Here's Boyd. He's got 5. Back to Erickson. Boyd the pass to Erickson. 4 seconds left. And so it's Kansas City. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And if they keep training the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And don't go away. We'll be right back. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Contest 2s, right? Contest 2s and contest 3s, but no layups.
Jason Kidd feeling like they need to protect the rim above all else right now, willing to give in other areas.
And you have to take care of home base. Otherwise, it's going to be attacked all night, and that's not going to reflect well for you on the scoreboard.
His third personal foul. First team.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. They've got Thomas, and it's Branham in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. He's off on the first. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Nets trail by 15. Here's Mullins. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Mullins got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets. Simmons with it. Pass to Glover. Rebound, Brooklyn. McGuire's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Mullins. Then McGuire with the dunk.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Glover. Rebound, Brooklyn. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Randolph. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. Randolph's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Brooklyn. And so Kansas City now. Outside, Simmons. And it's blocked. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throw's coming up right now. That free throw, no good.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Pass to Randall. From past the arc, it drops. That's his ninth field goal of the contest. A blistering high, 9 for 11.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Kansas City's coach talked to his team during that timeout. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Pass to Lyons. Just 5 on the clock. And the pass to McGuire. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got 11 rebounds in the game. To the paint. The kick out to Anderson. Back to Brooks. Wide open look. That one a little long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
11 feet away. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Pass to Bernardo. Brooklyn with the rebound. McGuire's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. It's Thomas on the wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Kansas City leading by 9. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here's Vazenkov. Back to Brooks. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Randall. To the inside. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Out to the right wing. Here's Renato. He's guarded by Thomas. Three-pointer, Brooks. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brooks has got 22 points.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Pass to Randolph. Randolph draws the double. From downtown. And with that shot, the Kansas City lead is kept to just 7 on the basket from Lyons.
But we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Anderson kicks to Bernard. The kick out to Anderson. Cross against Brooks. And Anderson has it in the corner. Tries again. Here's Schumacher. Brooks Brooks, the pass to Anderson. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game.
And guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. Here's Lucas outside for Simmons. Anderson outside, launches it. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 5th assist in this one.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Passes to McGuire. And here's Randolph. The pass to Lyons. Thomas with it. Down low, Randolph. And slam dunk by Randolph.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. Kansas City leading by 8. Here's Boyd. Pass to Brooks. The fader. And it's off the back rim. No good. Here's Thomas. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow. He got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line. Shooting for Brooklyn.
That's good from Thomas.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
He's off on the second. Inside, here's Schumacher. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And Kansas City leads by 9.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Tipped away. And it's Randolph with the ball for the Nets. Here's Thomas. Brooks grabs the board.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Last 2 minutes to play.
Out Thomas.
Fourth quarter.
Out to the right wing. And it's McGuire missing. Kansas City leading by 9. 1:44 left to play here in the 4th. Anderson wide open. Another 3 for Kansas City.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
McGuire kicks to Thomas. And the Nets miss again.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how that feels.
The kick out to Anderson. Back to Brooks. McGuire with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Second personal
first one falls for him.
Shooting 2, Randolph.
And Randolph drops them both.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Kansas City.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
To the middle, and Anderson slams it in.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Mark it, time of death. Does that mean we get to officially enter garbage time? I vote hopefully yes.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brooks, and he banks in the layup. And now it's a 12-point Kansas City lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moment. They put this game away in style.
Lobs it up there for Brooks.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinal. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. See you next time.